Hello, and welcome to our next RetroPlay.
Yeah, playing Banjo Kazooie,
Indeed.
the original and best.
One of my favorite games from the N64 back in the day.
Of course, this is the Xbox One version.
It is the Xbox One version, and I have to point out that it's new. The fact that there's a menu here is completely foreign to me. Because usually you would just scroll left and right to the three spots.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, make sure you don't choose my slot.
Which one's your slot?
The first one. That's empty, so there you go.
What's the most accurate? Probably the one playing video games.
Most likely. Yahoo!
Yahoo! The plot to this story is quite brilliant, I must say.
Yeah. I have to say, I'm surprised nobody was like, maybe we should tear down that witch thing before she does something crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how the first one, or in the second one, starts.
What? That they tear it down?
Well, there's no bridge in the second one. And then they're just like, well, she can't get out.
You learn all kinds of interesting facts about her throughout the game.
It's very true from all of her sisters.
Yeah. I thought there was only one sister.
There are, I think, 3 or 4 scattered around the castle, and they all tell you weird facts about her.
They also heal you.
But there is this girl.
I'm pretty sure there's plenty prettier than you. Banjo's prettier than you.
That's actually true, because his sister's basically just looks like Banjo with pigtails.
True. Little smaller, though. Banjo's a little on the tubbier side. Representation in gaming and all that. Rare knew what it was about.
I really want to meet whoever voiced Gruntilda.
Maybe we should look that up and find out who it is. And maybe we can do that sometime.
I agree. Go to a convention, maybe they'll be able to request lines.
Yeah, like... And that's, you know, spectacular lines like that. Little bubbles. Bottles.
Bottles.
Her name is Tootie. What a good name for a girl. Her name should be Cootie instead. No, it shouldn't. Never mind.
Not really. Is she wearing a Steven Universe shirt?
That's what I was just wondering myself.
That's ahead of her time.
Is that a screenshot from the original game in the background there?
Well, this is the original game, so there was nothing before this.
Well, I mean, like, with the original textures. I'm pretty sure when they did this for the Xbox, they redid the textures.
Possibly. It does look better.
And I'm not saying they did some kind of crazy HD remastering. It just, the textures are better.
That's true.
I've noticed a thing in this game where, like, the topic of feet come up a lot. Like, one of the things that they says is, like, one of her favorite smells is, like, stinky gorilla feet.
Right.
Sweaty gorilla feet. And then, like, if you try to get in the boots before you've unlocked the ability to, they're like, you can't keep your stinky feet out of here. You're not allowed to use me until Bottle says it's okay.
This definitely is the most tension in a Nintendo 64 game out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, what she just said pretty much sums it up. I mean, we have to rescue her before she's fat and needs to wear bigger underwear.
Yeah.
literally what she just said a second ago.
Well. Yeah.
That was my ringtone for a short bit.
What?
That laugh. It got a little annoying, so I changed it.
Well, this is the game.
Whee!
It's like Tricky Dicky. They're like,
Listen up, I'm Bottles, the short signal. When you hold A, they sound silly.
Yeah, that's what I tend to do, so it goes faster. He looks like... Banjo looks very Australian to me.
Australian?
He's got like the... He looks like he's got like a shark tooth around his neck and he's got the cargo shorts.
You're right, he does look like a stereotypical Australian tour guide.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, I look like rocket gators. But anyway.
Decline training.
Yeah. We know how to play.
Have you ever declined training when you played?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Did you talk to him afterward?
No.
I'll show you.
Does he say
watch? Okay, how do you...
X? I think.
No. Thought it was just B. Here we go. You said you didn't need my help, so you're on your own until you get inside. I'm still not helping, so go away. This isn't funny now. Stop calling me. This is your last warning. Don't do it again. You've asked for this. I'm erasing your save game. Fine. I think that's all he says from here forward, but I just like that. Reminds me of Rossetti.
Yeah, there's actually a game where they like psychological elements are a big part of it because it's like a scary game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get too psyched out, one of the things it can do is say that your save was corrupted at like a random time after you lose enough sanity.
That was Clock Tower, wasn't it?
No, it's a different game. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Clock Tower didn't have the sanity meter.
Okay.
He would just show up out of nowhere.
Right, and you just have to run and hide.
And sometimes even when you ran and hide, he'd figure out where you were and stab you anyway.
That's pretty terrifying. That game was actually really scary for what it was.
Yeah.
For its time, for being, especially, you know, with how not that great the graphics are.
Yeah, I remember my mom playing a lot of the original Clock Tower, and then I don't remember seeing her play Clock Tower 2, but she also really liked Clock Tower 3.
I think I've only actually seen gameplay of the first two. I don't even know if I know about 3.
Well, 3 kind of changed it up. There was like boss battles and stuff in it. But it was a whole lot, and in my opinion, I think it's a darker story than the other two.
Interesting.
And actually, there's been, as far as I can remember, there's 4 Clock Tower games. There's one on the NES. There's one on the PlayStation. There's 3 on the PlayStation. I think actually the third one is on PlayStation 2. But I like this because this is just a nice casual play. Like I'm not like when I was playing Dark Souls, I felt so stressed out.
Oh, I bet. That's how I felt fighting the Yellow Devil.
Imagine so. Like when we were playing Mega Man, it seemed a whole lot more stressful than this.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. This game, it's very peaceful. There are some challenging parts, but they're not unbearable.
Because he's a bear.
Exactly.
Did you jump off the top of that tree and get the item?
Which item?
The one on the top of that tree there?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I really like the music.
I need the life, obviously.
Yeah. The music in this game, because like when you go in the water, it changes. When all kinds of different things, the music changes. And like even in the same level, there's like 4 or 5 different tracks.
It's very true. It's awesome.
I waited and thought I couldn't do this until I came back with the Smash.
Actually, yeah, no. You just kind of have to know. I just know the combinations. Like, you know what buttons to hit to do each move.
Right.
There are certain things, certain abilities you have to learn. But everything here you can do your first time here.
Right.
Because you never have to come back out here. You can at any time, but you never have to.
Isn't there like an ice key or something that's out here?
Out here?
Or something, I don't know.
If there is, I've forgotten about this.
The cool thing about the ice key too is because this is the Xbox version, which was originally on. Now the Nintendo 64, they tried to implement a thing called Stop and Swap, where you'd get the items from one game and then in the second game you'd be able to use it. They were never fully implemented. They never worked. Whereas in this version, if we play through this and get all the special items, the ice key and all that stuff, because you can actually collect them, you unlock stuff in Banjo Kazooie. You can start the game playing as Kazooie, Dragon Kazooie, who can breathe fire and has infinite fire eggs.
You can start the game with that? That's kind of cool, but also like an action replay. Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure there's more items in Banjo Kazooie. I think they added them in, and because in Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, you can get some items that are only available if you get the Stop and Swap items from these games. Nice. First music change, I must point out.
Well, except for jumping in the water.
Oh yeah, well that's a good point. But this particular version of Gruntilda's Lair only plays right here.
Yeah.
Because when you go inside, it's just slightly different.
Yep. So, for those of you who missed the plot, she's kidnapped her because she's going to try to basically swap their bodies.
Yep. And when you get a game over, it just shows Gruntilda as a attractive supermodel with still green skin.
Yeah.
And Tootie as a fat... Well, it looks like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the funny thing about that is, she basically turns into, what's her name from Wicked?
Good point. The timeline of this game's a little broken, because you see this, right? I don't know how long this machine takes, but it takes at least 20 hours to beat this game, right? Maybe 10 hours. So they're just sitting in that machine for 10 hours?
Guess so.
Unless you get a game over, and then it works.
Right.
But otherwise, they just sit there until I get to the top floor.
Seems that way.
Never gotten that.
I guess it's the suspension of disbelief. The story and the end gameplay exist in two different planes.
It's just, the rest of this game's so realistic, so it breaks my immersion.
Oh yeah, it is super realistic, like the fact that a tiny little bird can lift a giant bear.
I mean...
yeah, I know what you mean.
It's not that unrealistic.
Yeah, right. So, are we gonna do, and again, those on YouTube, you already know this. Should we do 15-minute episodes or 30?
I think 15 minutes.
That's what I was thinking too.
To enter the world shot of the picture, you must fill the missing spaces with the jigsaw pieces. Goggle boy.
Would he tell you to go find it if you didn't have it already?
Yes, he would.
Makes sense.
That was easy. Man, I'm good at puzzles.
Yeah, you're the best.
Thank you.
Was that sarcasm?
If this was Mario 64, I could just go right in.
You know, I tried to do that the first time. When I was
like,
playing it.
why won't it work?
Yeah, why can't I go in this? Oh, which actually provides to me one of the kind of things that I don't like about this game.
Music change.
Is that you open a level somewhere and then you have to go find where the level actually is.
Wait, one thing you do or don't like?
I don't like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool. Although usually with this game, at least how I remember it, is you tend to find the door to the level first and then have to find the picture. Because the picture with the missing pieces is usually the harder thing to find than the entrance. Because you usually walk to the entrance and it's closed.
Well, when I've done it, like I opened up the entrance to Freeze Easy Park, which is actually in a completely different section than where Freeze Easy Park was. I looked. It's like, where is it? Where is it? Where? It's like, oh, it's through this door for all the notes. Mm-hmm. So are we gonna go for 100% completion, or are we just gonna go for
on
enough?
This world? I think I'm gonna go ahead and get everything because it's pretty easy.
Right. But I mean,
for the whole playthrough, good question. Probably might as well do 100% on each world at a time.
Makes sense. I mean, I think a few of them you have to come back to after you get new powers, don't you?
Maybe a little bit. I don't even think that much. Ow. Shoot. Because usually the things you need for the world you'll find in that world.
Right. Gonna snag his orange and then do the thing? Or are you gonna do the thing first?
I'm gonna do this first.
Okay.
Ow.
His name's Conga, right?
I think so.
He says his name. Conga is strong or whatever.
Yes, his name is Conga.
Eep. Not to be confused with Donkey.
Not Donkey Konga.
Yeah.
What if they put Donkey Kong in this? I mean, Banjo was in Diddy Kong Racing.
Huh. Was it?
Yep.
Didn't
One
know
of the
that.
playable characters.
It's pretty rad.
10 of us? I don't have time for this.
Yeah. Why are we even playing this?
My sister's been kidnapped.
Why don't you just call all your buddies and we'll meet up and then we can fix this problem?
Why did Gruntilda design a castle with these strange little tiny worlds, tropodomes inside?
I don't know.
What was her intention of this place before we came here to do stuff? What did he say?
Really
I wasn't paying.
He wanted an orange. You have to grab the orange from the tree.
Oh,
See
yeah,
the big
you have
orange
to climb
there?
it. That's right.
Yep. and he's mad about the fact that you stole his orange. I'm pretty sure that's the only orange you collect in this game, so...
It is.
They created a spinning graphic for one, and because there's only one.
For one really easy assignment.
Yep.
One easy task. Bye, Diddy.
Well, we got 2 juggies in the bag, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See ya.